Good morning, guys. It's Amy. I'm back with another video. We're going to talk about the subway killer today and Beyoncé. So, guys, if you are new here, I do teach gematria, which is the practice of coding letters into numbers. So, if you're unfamiliar with what that is, I promise it'll be worth your time to learn. Take a look at some of my other videos, okay? So, yesterday we got the headline that the subway chokehold killer had turned himself in. And we had already decoded the murder of that guy and knew it was a big ritual that they were doing in the headlines to cause more racial diversity, racial divide, pinning people against each other. They don't treat blacks the same way they don't treat whites. Well, they don't treat none of us the same as they treat themselves. People got to overcome this color thing. So Daniel Penny turned himself in yesterday. And if you'll notice, these headlines started coming out right after midnight before we really got into the day of Friday. They were saying, oh, he's going to turn himself in later. So when I started digging into him a little bit more after I did my first video, they kept saying he was a street performer. And of course, that equals 201, which we know that's a big number for the Illuminati and the Jesuit order, and why they coded him as a street performer. He actually used to impersonate Michael Jackson, right? Well, get this, guys. So this is just going to add to the story. Jordan Neely died on the 121st day of the year, which was May 1st. It was also 121 days from Michael Jackson's birthday. So blood sacrifice, if you take A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3, you get 121 when you write out blood sacrifice. So this guy was killed 121 days before Michael Jackson's birthday. And he was also killed on the 121st day of the year. Now, the killer actually turned himself in 109 days from Michael Jackson's birthday. So the killer who killed Michael Jackson's impersonator is going to turn himself in 109 days before Michael Jackson's birthday, when Michael Jackson's name was King of Pop, and they both equal 109, which is why they waited till the 12th for that guy to turn himself in, because these are all bullshit ritual scripts that are designed to make the public think and feel a certain way of control, mind control. So you can see the rest of the story playing out, right? And if y'all don't remember, we've already went over the beginning of like his story of how he got killed, but I'm going to go through it real quick here with you too. Michael Jackson actually died 62 days from his birthday, and we know that's a big sacrifice number. So let's quickly revisit Jordan Neely's death. He died on May 1st. When you write out Jordan Neely in the reduction, you get 5-1, just like the day they killed him. They didn't headline him until May 3rd, which is the 123rd day of the year. And if you write out Jordan Neely and conspiracy, they both equal 123 and 51. So this guy was killed on May 1st, headlined on May 3rd, the 123rd day of the year. They also threw in Alvin Bragg in that story, talking about he was going to be the one that was going to step forward and do the investigation and everything. So, guys, if you haven't seen that video, go back. I explain it a lot more in detail on the video about him. But, of course, we got the 30-year-old black man being killed in the subway. Like Alvin Bragg steps forward to be the investigator. And if you write out New World Order, you get 174. Just like if you write out Jordan Neely, you get 174. And Alvin Bragg was brought to the headline 174 days from his birthday. Or not from his birthday, but from the day this guy dies, right? So he was killed on May 1st. 174 days later is Alvin Bragg's birthday. So he's going to be the one that's going to investigate this death and ultimately be the one to prosecute this guy, right? Nothing will happen to that guy. We don't even know if that guy's real. Nobody knows this man. I guarantee you, if you ask around, nobody knows who this man is. And it's a damn shame that people can't understand that every bit of the media comes from just one source, right? The cabal. And that's why they play these agendas out. That's why they killed Jordan Neely on May 1st in the headlines. That's why they tell you he was a street performer. That's why they tell you that, he's going to turn himself in 121 days from, or 109 days from Michael Jackson's birthday, because he's a Michael Jackson impersonator. And then they killed him 121 days from Michael Jackson's birthday. Like, these are sick rituals, guys. Sick rituals. You know how everybody loves Beyonce, right? So here, look at this headline we got. So Beyonce has kicked off her Renaissance tour. And if you look at Renaissance tour, it's 223, just like the Synagogue of Satan is 223. That's where these things are coming from. We live in a satanic world ruled over by satanic people. They do not care to show you. I mean, you watch the Super Bowl halftime performance. What do you see? Satanic stuff. Any video that you see, I don't care if it's country, pop, rap, whatever type of music it is, you're still going to see that satanic symbolism. You're going to see them covering the one eye. You're going to see them sitting in the middle of a Pentagon with burning candles and stuff, and people can't realize that this is freaking satanic rituals in these videos. And what do? We let our kids watch it. Put them right there in front of it, thinking it's okay. It's even in the cartoons. Like, the best thing that America, or not even America, the best thing that the world could do is turn the damn TV off and throw it to the road for the trash pickup. And nobody ever turn it back on. Because they're going to continue to use these players in the headline to do this mind control. So we got this headline about this bodysuit on May 11th, and you can see why. So she's in this hands-on bodysuit. Bodysuit equals 115, just like May 11th, the day they put it in the headline for you. We knew there was going to be some 115s in the headlines that day. So she actually kicked this tour off on May 10th. And if you write out her full name, it equals 105, just like Order of Illuminati, just like Bible. And that's the day that she kicks off this tour, is May 10th. That's why she was scheduled to start that Renaissance tour on May 10th. Like, the concert run began on May 10th, 2023 in Stockholm. Like, these people are sick, guys. This album actually released on the day leaving 155 days left in the year, which was July 29th. And if you'll look, Christianity's 155, Occult Rituals 155, and they have an overlap. So this is an attack on Christianity, right? These are satanic rituals. So the tour actually starts 81 days from the anniversary of the album release. So we can see the rituals start playing out with Beyonce on May 10th, right? And we know why they wanted her to start this Renaissance tour on May 10th, because her name equals May 10th. Like, the 10th of May. Like, when you learn gematria, I promise you're going to learn these patterns. The 144 we talk about all the time, and look how they have her listed on Wikipedia. We talk about the 144 all the time, because the Jesuit order is 144, Mark of the Beast is 144, so it's a number that we speak about a lot. It actually started on the 130th day of the year. And it's also 248 days from her birthday. So Beyonce starts this tour on May 10th, which is the 130th day of the year. And it's also 248 days before her birthday. Somebody's going to die for this tour. I don't know if it's going to be a cousin, an aunt, an uncle, a mom, a dad. Somebody will die for this tour. And you can see why. Because all fame and fortune comes with sacrifices. And this tour starts on the 130th day of the year, 248 days from her birthday, on May 10th. So she will be required, in a sense, to be part of this club. You will see somebody sacrificed to those gods for that fame and fortune. And by learning gematria, you can understand and start putting these patterns together to see what they're actually doing, because these people are super satanic. Like, I don't think the world really realizes how evil these agendas and these things are. We also got the headline, and I'm just going to throw this one in here real quick. So, mommy blogger Heather Armstrong, known as Dooce to fans, dead at 47. This was your headline on May 10th. And they tell you that she died by suicide. So suicide equals 47 in reverse reduction. And it also equals 70 with A equals 1, B equals 2, C equals 3. So they tell you she dies at the age of 47 and 70 days from her birthday by suicide. Guys, you can't make this stuff up, and it's every day in your headlines. And look, we just talked about that 223, right? This girl's name, Heather Brooke Hamilton, aka Heather B. Armstrong, aka Dooce, aka Love of My Life, and there's her birthday. We just talked about this, and we're in 2023, and now we've got this blogger. She's dead at age 47 and 70 days from her birthday. You can't make this stuff up, guys. Every day in and day out. They actually let her release 4 books. So they made her famous. They gave her 4 books to release. We know 4 is the number of death. If you say the word 4, it sounds like death in other languages. So they gave her 4 books. They released the first one on, look, the first one released on 4/3, April 3rd. And you can see why, because they already knew what they was going to do to this girl. That was the name of the book. And now she's dead. 40s at the age of 47 and 70 days from her birthday when suicide equals 47 and 70. She didn't commit suicide. She died on May 9th. There's her book. There's the day she died. The book released 107 days from her birthday. Almost like they knew what they were going to do with her in a couple years, huh? And the headline comes 38 days from the anniversary release. And we know this number is big with death. Lucifer 38, Killing 38, Death 38, RIP 38, Murder 38. So her headline of her death on May 10th, which is the same day Beyoncé was over there kicking off the Renaissance tour, the 105 for the Bible, right? What'd they do to Jesus in the Bible? They sacrificed him. So on May 10th, they put her in the headline, 38 days from that book's anniversary. And these are the same numbers that we talk about over and over and over again with sacrifices and death and celebrity death. Like, these are sick rituals, man. Sick ass people. But I love y'all. I'll catch you on the next one. Y'all have a great day, okay?